Okay, and I've hit record.
Welcome to another episode of the S Bros podcast. I am your host, Mando, and this is my co-host,
Aaron.
And today we're going to be doing my top 5 favorite movies. We kind of teased that in the last episode that we were going to do that, but we got tired after that podcast, so we stopped.
Yeah.
And, smarter move would be to make it out of 2 podcasts instead of 1, but...
It's more content. More content's never a bad thing.
Mm-hmm. We recorded our first podcast on different equipment. We just got some new equipment, which I'm very pumped to have, finally. It's the Focusrite 2i2 4th gen. It's beautiful. It's awesome. I love this.
Very sleek. Very sleek.
You can really tell the quality difference in the whatever audio board we had before.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, the other one was just plastic pieces. And the microphone's also much better quality.
Much better.
You know what? If you're fortunate enough to be able to afford nicer sound equipment and you're wanting to start a podcast, I highly recommend just chilling out a few extra bucks.
Yeah. Couple of Benjis.
Couple of Benjis, dude.
Just 2.
All my friends are dead. So now, Aaron, how was your day?
My day was good. Today I was lucky and I had the day off. Tomorrow I go back to work though. So it was my Saturday and my Sunday scaries all in the same day. That's always fun. But I was very productive today, so I would say it was overall a fun day.
Nice. What'd you do today?
Today I worked on some editing for my video game channel. I got a couple of videos pumped out, and so they're just sitting waiting to post. It is the Average Gaming Association. Just because, not saying that I'm the average gamer, but I'm just average at gaming. And I do enjoy pumping out a few hours after my day shift at the job. So yeah, I'm just keeping it casual, putting content out there for trying to represent the little guy.
I like it, dude. Mad respect.
Thank you.
Your day shift at the job.
Yeah, where else would it be?
That's true. All right. Well,
how was your day?
My day was good. I realized that I do this little weird thing when I speak, and I just realized that. But that's where you start to make gains in who you are as a person.
Yeah, dude.
When you realize you're irritating ticks.
If you can adapt.
Yeah.
Overcome.
I overcome, dude. My day was good. Right there. My day was good, and I'm working with this lady. She's cool. Like, she's a new employee. It's not bad. She's Mexican, so her and I talk about. But she was raised very white. She was raised here in Texas, and so we talk about whitewashed Mexican stuff.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, she's married to an Irishman. And,
ooh, what a combination.
Yeah, he's this big, just salty dude. And just he's cool.
I like it.
But yeah, no, it's been a good day. It's the first of the year, so
perfect.
It's been a little busy, but not bad.
Is it the first of the year?
The beginning of the year. Sorry,
Today's the what day are we recording this? We are recording this on Wednesday, January 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
We were set back a couple of days just because of the transfer of the new equipment. It was bad.
Yeah, it was a headache. However, we've got it all sorted away, and so we're gonna get into my favorite 5 movies now.
Ooh.
Now, these aren't like of all time. They're just movies that I can watch over and over again that I enjoy. And I've watched all of these movies hundreds of times, and they were influential in multiple parts of, I don't know, my subconscious thinking. Like, I had dreams about some of these movies.
Okay.
Yeah. I went through big phases of these movies, but I would like to give a little bit of a shout out to movies that didn't make my list. That didn't make my list of the top 5. Ones that are good. I haven't watched them all. Again, didn't make the list. No Country for Old Men.
Ooh, such a good movie.
I have to put that on there. I have to put on Casino Royale.
Oh.
And I have to put on Skyfall.
Both phenomenal.
Shout outs to all those movies. Again, sorry you didn't make the list. You just didn't make the cut. The other one that I would probably put on there is The Batman. The new one that just came out. It was awesome.
With Rob Bat-and-Bat?
Rob Bat-and-Bat, dude. I liked Sad Boy Bruce. I thought that...
Sad Boy Bruce was so good.
It was good. I thought it was a nice way to depict a young Batman, only 2 years into it. Different type of storyline, kind of, in the manner that we got with the Christopher Nolan Batmans.
Yes.
And it's not that I like Christian Bale as my Bruce Wayne and Batman, but I like the fact that we got a younger, more raw Batman out of that, and it
Yes.
was more of a detective movie, less of a CGI fest and stuff. Like it was real
especially
gritty
in today's
crime.
day and age.
Yeah, I like
In
that
this society,
in this society, dude. And again, the fight scenes are fantastic. That like when Batman
beautifully
kind of just
choreographed.
yeah, he just kind of teeters on that little bit of like a little too brutal, and
Yeah,
I liked it. I liked
definitely got that sense.
it. But we're gonna get to my list now.
Okay, all
And
right,
then-
and that was just an honorable mention.
That was just an honorable mention to
Let's get
movies
to
that
the list.
that are near and dear to my heart.
Take it away.
This first one, I will say probably because I saw this before I saw the first Alien movie,
Okay.
and I think this movie really helped shape some of my love for practical effects, and also for my love of kind of more of, I don't know, like this movie did anticipation very, very well.
Ooh.
And so for me, I'm going to put up there the 1982 movie, The Thing.
Ooh.
Okay.
The Thing.
Not the 2011, the 1982. The 2011, though, the prequel, I did not hate. I thought it was a very entertaining movie. It was very, very good at giving me kind of that prequel scratch. It's never going to hit the way this movie hit. But something that's interesting is that when this movie first came out, is it did not do well. And people really hated The Thing. You've seen The Thing, yes?
Yeah.
People really didn't like it, and it got pretty negative reviews on a lot of stuff. But now, if it comes and plays in movie theaters, it sells out. The reason why is because it came out a couple weeks after E.T., and so everybody, when they thought Alien, they're like, "Oh, okay, soft, nice, benevolent,
cute, family friendly."
Yeah, and then this thing
Okay.
that just grotesquely copies and eats people, like when the dude's doing the little arm punch thing, and or he's trying to give him he tries to give him the defibrillator, and his arms get eaten and stuff. Yeah, like this is so much different than E.T. And actually, kind of a funny thing about the dude, they actually used a man who was an amputee.
Really?
In that scene.
Okay.
They used the same dude in RoboCop. He was in Fight Club, a scene. I can't remember what it was. And Seven.
Huh.
So, yeah. He was just... His name was... Because we should give him a shout out, too, for the amputee. Rob Bottin. Rob Bottin. You the man, dude. You the man.
Rob Bottin. Mm-hmm. Way to do a great job.
Yeah, he did. And that's also, like, again, it was cool because it gave me... Am I too far away?
You keep going in and out.
Oh, okay. So I'll just hit it a little bit closer.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
All right. Trying to come in loud and clear. So the other thing that I really liked about The Thing was it's like it does a very good job at filling you kind of like that claustrophobia. They can't go anywhere. They're just locked in this building in the Arctic, and everything around them is just contaminated with treachery. Like it is a really good movie that kind of helps give out that dread.
Yeah.
And so that's something that I've always really like. Yeah, the only like, and again, Alien does that very well too. It's that same style. It's like, we're locked in this small place. We can't get out. And the practical effects, again, like in Alien, there had never been anything like that before, when something pops out of its chest and it's like this vicious alien. Like, no, that never came.
The special effects were beautiful.
Yeah, I like, you even think about it now.
I mean, practical effects.
Yeah, the practical effects. Like that's what I think movies should kind of get a little bit more back to, because it makes it such a more entertaining movie.
I agree.
Yeah, like the thing that I thought was, and again about Alien, the reactions are just good. Like when that thing pops out of his chest and it goes out, and Alien is like, what the fuck? And then and that's what you would like, I've never seen that. Like, what the heck just happened?
Yeah.
Then in The Thing, very similar, when they see the head all of a sudden crawling away and then grow legs and like walk off and stuff, the dude's just like, what the fuck? And I'm like, yeah, he's like, we just cut the head off. Like, yeah, I'm like, oh my god.
To have those reactions for the first time.
Mm-hmm. Kurt Russell, dude. I love Kurt Russell. I was just thinking about that because we were watching, what is it? Deepwater Horizon? No. Is that what it is? Deepwater Horizon? Yeah, with the oil rigger that
the massive
blows up.
BP oil spill.
Well, I mean, it blew. I don't know if oil. Well, I mean, I assume it spilled. It was just a big old oil thing that caught on fire.
Was
and
that
stuff.
the BP oil?
I don't know. You can Google it.
I mean,
that didn't make my list, but it made me start thinking about all the things that I like.
Deepwater Horizon didn't make your list, dude?
No. I'd give it a shout out, I guess, because I love Kurt Russell.
With Mark Wahlberg. I saw Deepwater Horizon in theaters, and I remember that feeling of like seeing how weird it was to be in a movie for Mark Wahlberg, and then in the previews was a movie for Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, dude works.
I thought that was a little weird to have it just back to back.
Mm-hmm. He's
I was like,
making
dude,
us see
Nicolas
as much
Cage
Marky
again?
Mark as we need.
Dude, he's doing the Nick Cage. Does he own a castle he can't pay for?
Maybe that'd be rad.
What was I supposed to look
Nick
up?
Cage, you were looking up
the BP oil spill.
Yeah, the BP oil spill. But I was talking about. I'll keep talking about Kurt Russell.
Yeah, keep talking about Kurt.
Because in Deepwater Horizon, he's just so good. And actually, the thing I wanted to say about Deepwater Horizon was that they really get force correctly in that movie. So, like, you really feel like when they get blasted because the explosions from the gas and all that, you really feel like, oh, that was hard. Like, they hit hard. So, like, I don't know. It's a movie that you start to feel like you're in that experience. Like, you can kind of imagine that. I don't know. Some people probably watched that and didn't imagine that, but I don't know. It's hard when you're like, what? Like, I can't help it. That's just how my mind works.
It is about the BP oil spill.
It is? Okay.
2000. Oh, the movie was in 2016, but it describes the events of April 20th, 2010.
BP oil,
off the coast of Louisiana.
BP oil, you bastards.
I'm surprised that didn't make your list, dude. That's a horrific story.
No, but it was just, like Kurt Russell. And like the other Kurt Russell movie that made me start thinking about is Backdraft. Have you ever seen Backdraft?
Backdraft?
Yeah, Backdraft.
No, I haven't seen Backdraft.
So Backdraft is a term when firefighters that do, I think they call it, we have a visitor. We have a visitor.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, Dad. Night,
Well,
Dad.
have a good night.
Sleep well.
Love you.
Love you, Pops. God, can't work in peace, dude. Can't ever work in peace. But backdraft is a term for when there's I think they're called, I don't know what type of firefighter that works inside of a city. It's different than like a wildland firefighter, obviously, but they do the same thing. But backdraft is like when you open a door inside of like a room that's on fire and there's no oxygen in there. The fire blasts through to get oxygen, and it kills men all the time. Like, it's super dangerous, burns so hot because, again, it's burnt up through all the oxygen in the room. So as soon as you open that door, it's gonna blow out. Damn. And so Backdraft is a movie with Kurt Russell and one of the Baldwin bros. It's like the young one, but Kurt Russell's in it. He's the older brother, and the Baldwin brother's his younger brother. It's a good movie because it always like tugs on my heartstrings about brothers, like there's this scene where Kurt Russell, the plot of the movie is where there's an arsonist going around and setting fire to all these buildings and stuff. Okay. Spoiler, you find out he's the fire chief, and so the boss. Damn. And Kurt Russell finds out because I guess his dad ends up dying because of this dude. And there's this really good scene because the younger brother's just this, he's a screw up, he's inconsistent, he's a good looking dude, so he's just about partying and being with chicks and stuff like that. And so everybody doesn't really take him all that seriously throughout most of the movie. But then him and Kurt Russell and the guy, they're trying to escape from the building, and it's just engulfed in flame, and like Kurt Russell ends up flying off somewhere. I don't know how. I think he falls off the ladder, and all the other guys come in and like grab Kurt Russell out of the way, and the little brother goes up and grabs the hose, and they're like, "What's happening?" They're like, "Who's that? And Kurt Russell's like, "That's my brother." And like, dude, it's a good movie, dude. It's powerful.
That's my brother.
Mm-hmm.
Kurt
Russell's the man, dude.
That's great.
All right, so I'm going to move on to the next movie, which is kind of it's a totally different vein, actually. I like this. What?
I need to make a quick note.
Make a note, dude.
And we'll have to edit it out.
Do we need to pause?
At the 14th minute, I'm going to be doing some editing. Just as far as mic position, it needs to be like a little bit out in front of your mouth rather than underneath.
Like right here?
You need to be speaking. They always recommend to talk into the label.
Oh, okay. So like right here?
Yeah. And a lot of times, like
that sounds better.
Yes, because you're.
How bad is it for the rest of the stuff that we just recorded?
I don't know.
Why don't you pause it right now and we can. Are you ready?
All right, I brought us back.
All right, sorry guys, we're having some technical difficulties.
Had to talk some sense into my brother.
I was not holding the mic like a podcaster.
No, he's holding all over the place. You're not a rock star. You're not Post Malone.
Oh no, dude, I had Chad Kroeger in my mind.
Chad Kroeger, dude.
Shout out Nickelback.
Shout out to Nickelback. They were my favorite. They were my favorite for a little bit of time.
And then say that a hero will save us. I'm not gonna stand here and wait.
Beautiful song. Beautiful song.
I know, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Sam Raimi Spider-Man.
Is that on your list?
No, it's not, but shout out to that movie.
But it should be.
All right, so my second movie is...
What's your second movie?
Snowpiercer.
Snowpiercer. I could have probably guessed that.
It's the one with Chris Evans. It's not the TV show.
No. I haven't seen the TV show.
Dude, it's so... The movie is so good.
Oh, okay.
I love
Have you seen
movie.
the TV show?
No, I haven't. I won't.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to either.
Yeah, I am Chris Evans or nah, dude. Chris Evans or nah.
It's such a good movie.
Yeah, I loved it a lot. The director of it has got a funny name. His name's Bong Joon-ho.
Ooh, beautiful.
Yeah,
beautiful.
Bong Joon-ho. And he's... I forget what other movies. He's directed like maybe one other movie that we've heard of. The rest of it's just all other nonsense.
Okay.
But it was really, really... I like the style of that. The world tries to save the world from global warming, and they shoot ice missiles off into the atmosphere and just covers the area in basically a nuclear winter. And they build like a train that goes on like centrifugal force, so it's just continuing on its own momentum. And it's like uses the water that it gets from like the snow that it passes through. Basically, a giant train is where all these people live on. And they have the people who are like the rear enders, and then they have the ones that are up in the front that have actual money and stuff like that, and they're rich. So the rear enders, they just are living in squalor, and it's just terrible. And
sounds like the rear enders got a little rear ended in that deal.
And it's interesting because you find that there's like, which I mean, depending on how you want to look at it, they kind of make it to where at the end it's like actually they were also influencing the rear enders the whole time as well. And because the idea is these rear enders have been trying to like revolutionize basically and they're going to revolt against the people in the upper carts, and so they're looking for their opportunity. They're trying to notice things that aren't like right about it, and like they're trying to find a good opportunity, and Chris Evans is trying to steel man this. But it also has that old dude that I don't know what his name is, but he's the one that's kind of like, but you find out
from
that...
Babe?
Is he from Babe?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Is he from Babe? No, he's not from Babe. I'm thinking, oh God, what is...
I wanted to say he's maybe the old man from V for Vendetta, but no.
No, I was thinking National Treasure for some reason, but that's not it
I can't remember. I'll look it up later. But anyway, you find out that old man that befriends Chris Evans is like working with the dude who runs the train, and they like do this together. And
I was talking about the guy who ran the train. I wasn't talking about Chris Evans' friend.
Oh, the guy who ran the train.
Let me just pull up the cast list. Snow White.
No, not Snow White. Snowpiercer.
2013 film with Christopher Evans. Just kidding.
Christopher Evans.
So John Hurt is his friend. He was.
But you recognize him.
I know who John Hurt is. He was a doctor.
That guy was a doctor?
He was a doctor.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then
that's Doctor Who reference. Ed
Harris is the guy who runs the train. And what movie was I thinking of him?
He's in Radio.
He is in Radio. Okay, maybe that's what I was thinking of.
Maybe he's in a lot of other movies though. It's not.
Oh yeah, he's a big star. Radio, but he's a big star. Whatever. He was in Black Ops.
He was in Black Ops. I think the video game. I think he was also.
He was in National Treasure: Book of Secrets. Boom.
He was also in A History of Violence, I think. The History of Violence?
Yes, he was.
Yeah. That's a great movie also.
Dude,
shout out to that.
Dude, that movie, History of Violence, was my first introduction to what 69ing was.
That's hilarious. I
was a young child.
That's really funny. Mom and Dad might listen to this, dude. You can't be talking about 69. That's gross.
I'm pretty sure they saw it at our friend's... Now, was it a movie that because they used to go over to, the bag lady's house, and there was like movie nights. It was the regular.
Who the heck is the bag lady?
The lady who gave us the bag when we went on our trip.
Oh, their neighbor? Why did you just say that?
Because we're not saying names on this.
Oh, then
we're not allowed to.
Bleep that out.
Yeah, I'll have to. The 20th minute mark. But yeah, I was talking about that. They used to go over to their house all the time and watch movies.
You're right.
Because I would go and hang out with.
I don't think that I would be shocked if they saw the history of violence over there, but I might be wrong.
Oh no, they used to watch adult movies over there all the time. Not like adult movies.
I was gonna say that's gross, dude. We're finding out something about mom and dad right now. But the thing I also like about Snowpiercer, it has that guy. His name is Jamie Bell. I had to look that up. I didn't know it. But
the kid.
He's the Irish dude in Jumper.
Yeah.
Who fights Hayden Christensen. Yeah. I love that dude.
Or more recently known for his failure as the Thing.
Oh my god, I forgot he was the Thing. Never mind, that's not that good. He swings and misses sometimes.
swings and misses sometimes.
But yeah, he's really I like him a lot. But again, like it's just cool. Like I like that setting of the movie, the revolt. Like they do a really good job. They give me that awesome hallway battle scene, which is kind of reminiscent of Boy, because that scene when he's going down the hall with the hammers, but they fight. They are fighting with like hammers and stuff like that, tools. Yeah, no, it was really, really good. I found out that the gelatin things that those guys eat, the bug bars that they find out later, they're made with seaweed and sugar. That's all.
Interesting. Mm-hmm. They looked so gelatinous.
Yeah, seaweed and sugar, dude. At least that's what the internet said.
That's what the internet said. I believe everything that I read on the internet.
Same. Have you seen Snowpiercer?
Yeah, I've seen it.
What do you think?
A bunch of times.
What do you think?
I love it. I think it's very fun. Very fun. No, I don't have anything negative to say about it.
Nothing negative. I mean, I can think of a couple.
I love
of
Chris
things.
Evans. Yeah, that is not long enough that we didn't get a sequel. There are books. I should probably go through the books then. Yeah. No. It was. Yeah, I like it a lot. You want to know what happens in the next book?
No, I don't. Don't tell me. I bet the TV show's going over it.
There's another train.
No way.
Yeah.
So there's a whole nother set of rear enders?
There's a whole nother set of rear enders getting rear-ended by the rich people.
Damn.
Looking to rear-end some rich people.
Yeah, they are. And it's kind of, I like the environments that they go through the train where you see like the rich people stuff.
Yeah.
Like here's a...
Yeah. When they're going through the classroom.
Mm-hmm. The creepy classroom. Hitler's youth classroom, dude.
Dude, it's so good.
Mm-hmm. The lady who's the piano teacher, the pregnant teacher in that, she really sells that she's nuts. Like she
it's
does
beautiful.
When she's like doing the singing and she's getting all into it and everything. Like it's
great movie.
I love that movie. I want to watch it again.
All right.
So we're gonna move on to
now. Is this in order of like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 or
no? These are all one. These are all. I would watch every single one of these. These are all the
greatest movies ever.
These are all my top 5, dude.
Okay.
And like the only reason they have to be top 5 is because I can't just make one. You know, like it has to be.
I understand.
So here's my next one. I used to watch this movie all the time as a child, except for when. Well, no, I would sneak watch the whole thing as a child. Whenever I'd watch it with mom and dad, they'd make me close my eyes during one like, you know, during the part where he's got his shirt down. But The Man in the Iron Mask.
The Man in the Iron Mask.
Mm-hmm.
Such a good movie.
When I was little, I also was very obsessed with the Three Musketeers, the story from Alexander Dumas, and I really liked the idea that these were just mercenaries with some swords and muskets. Like that was their thing. Yeah. And so I very much so like that.
Shout out to the great illustrated classics.
Yeah, I mean those most of those books are what got me into reading in general. When mom took me to, I don't remember if she just took me to one of her old bookstores and she pointed those out to me, but yeah, Man in the Iron Man, or the Three Musketeers, and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, which was awesome. Count of Monte Cristo, which was awesome.
War of the Worlds,
also a great movie. War of the Worlds, Around the World in 80 Days, like 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
The Jackie Chan one.
Yeah, the Jackie Chan one, the really really good one. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, like that. I'm
surprised that's not on your list.
I would never. I'm not even gonna give it a shot.
Gulliver's Travels.
No, I'm never gonna give that a shot. The original one that was like the 5 VHS movies.
No, I'm talking about the one with Jack Black.
No, dude.
Did you? Recently, he has been speculated to be the main character in the new Minecraft movie.
Wow.
Yeah.
I will have to probably see it for this podcast.
Pretty sure Jason Momoa is also going to be in it.
Interesting. Interesting.
It's going to be so good.
So it's just going to be a movie with characters that are animated like Minecraft.
No idea.
That's what it's going to be. It's just going to be a cartoon movie animated like Minecraft.
It might be like the Mario movie. Might be anything like that.
Just pixelated.
Yeah, there was some.
It'd have to be.
They've done some animations on YouTube. Funny enough, that song DJ's Got Us Falling in Love Again. Mm-hmm. There's a Minecraft parody of that song that has doubled the views of the actual song.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
And it's kind of weird. It's crazy to me to think of how popular, for how long and it's been going, how popular Minecraft is.
Yeah.
It's kind of insane.
There's a lot of issues with it. Well, I wouldn't say issues. There's a lot of controversy surrounding it in this current day and age.
Like what? I couldn't even think about what could be controversial about
Well,
Minecraft.
the developers are the community feels like the developers are in a funk because they are almost lazily in charge of this property. They're not putting as much time and effort into the updates as they should. They're not including very basic quality of life updates that would be the easiest thing in the world because many modders have just done it already.
Gotcha.
And the fact that the console and mobile editions are different than the one you can get on the computer is, leaves a lot to be desired because there's different mechanics for those.
Okay.
And so there's just a few issues that the community wishes that they would fix instead of just holding a mob vote and then picking the worst flipping one.
I can understand that. I get that. On the side of like the gamer, I totally empathize with that. You wanting a game that's going to continue to engage you. But on the side of the developers, get over it, nerds. Get over it.
What would be fun is if they had kind of like a stripped mode where you had your basic bare bones Minecraft and then you had your modern day, give the people what they want.
Yeah, they could.
Give the people what they want.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't have a dog in the fight of Minecraft at all.
No, me neither.
I have not played it for more than maybe 20 minutes at a time.
I played a lot of it. Played a lot of it when I was in high school and since.
I know, yeah. Well, I mean, you're not doing this, but I mean, I've seen people build whole galaxies and everything.
Oh, dude. Those videos are amazing.
Yeah, it's kind of
They take months, but...
Oh, yeah, I'm sure they take forever, dude. Like I
can't even imagine that uphill battle of editing those videos.
I couldn't imagine it either, dude. But back to the Man in the Iron Mask.
Yeah, whatever.
I very much so was all into... that was like one of my favorite storylines kind of thing. Like, and even though the Man in the Iron Mask is based off the Three Musketeers, it's not really... It kind of goes in a little bit of a different direction, I guess. Like it's inspired by the book. And so the main idea like of the time of the movie is King Louis XIV. And he's kind of a partier. He's like, and that I think that's in line kind of more historically. Like he was always kind of a wild boy.
Yeah.
And there was a actual man in an iron mask who had been in prison for, and honestly, I'm going to butcher this name. His name is Le Homme au Masque de Fer. He died on the 19th of November in 1703. He was an unidentified prisoner because he was always in a mask whenever he would travel from whatever cell to whatever cell. So nobody knew who he was. Huh. But he was in there for, I forget how long he was in there, but for like 37 years or something like that. I mean, they didn't
crazy.
It's not like people lived very long back then. Yeah. Sanitation was terrible. So, but yeah, he lived his whole life in there. And so some people speculate that this unidentified prisoner was actually King Louis the 14th's like heir, or not his heir, or his son,
like the true king.
Well, it was like his brother or something like that, or his twin brother. They think that was actually him, so that's what inspired the movie to have. Oh, this is my twin brother. We locked him up because he didn't want to give up the throne. That's speculated. That can't be proven. It's just something some historians have gone through some documents and can kind of piece that together.
Huh.
But yeah, it's interesting. So
I wonder if we'll ever get to unravel the mystery. 50 years when we can scan our bones and get DNA compositions and everything.
I don't think we'll ever unravel that mystery. I don't think it'll ever be revisited.
I mean, the movie Frozen solved that mystery up in the Russian mountains of those backpackers, the ones who just very mysteriously vanished, and their camp was all torn up and everything like that. The movie Frozen, because of how they did the animation for the snow, they were able to use that technology to piece together what happened and what most likely happened to these adventurers.
Wild.
Yeah.
Who would have thought? But so who knows? Maybe they'll find out. But yeah, it's an interesting story because I remember I would watch the movie, and at the end, evil Leonardo DiCaprio gets locked in the Iron Mask, and he's trying to like tell people, no, it's not me, it's I'm over here, and he just is like thrown in jail for the rest of his life. And
damn.
Yeah, the man in the Iron Mask takes over as king.
And I bet he's very just.
Who knows? Maybe that's what happened. We'll never know. We'll never know. But anyway, so yeah, no, I love that movie. I've seen it a million times. All the actors are really good.
It's got Jeremy Irons in it.
It does have Jeremy Irons.
Such a good guy.
The best.
Such a good guy.
Yeah. That was one of my favorite movies when I was growing up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
what else you got to say about it? Anything? You want to move on?
Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say about it. It's a great movie.
Greatest movie
again,
ever made.
A lot of like greatest movie ever made.
Greatest movie ever made.
I don't know if I'm gonna put out the Man in the Iron Mask because of the sword fighting. I gotta put in Zorro also, dude. The Mask of Zorro. Dude, it's Mexican Batman. That's all it is. It's just Mexican Batman, all right? And it's amazing. I've watched it recently, and I love that movie.
Yeah, that used to be my favorite when I was a kid.
Yeah, dude. Antonio Banderas, badass, dude. Okay. Anthony Hopkins, badass, dude.
Yeah. What he does with that whip with the candles in the beginning, very, very.
I don't know if he actually did that or if that was maybe method acting, maybe. But yeah, no, that's. I love the sword fighting. That's probably actually I love most movies that have some really good sword fighting.
Yeah, me too.
So that would be what the last thing I would say about it is.
Okay.
Go for the sword fighting. The next one would be the Robert Downey Jr. 2009 film of Sherlock Holmes.
Ooh.
The first one. Ooh. I like that one a lot. I think it's
very
super good. I love Jude Law as...
Jude Law is... I like him a lot.
He does a great Dr. Watson. Again, in a different type of... Like, it's... they're... Like, Watson's young, and they're like... So is Sherlock, and they don't have him as addicted to, like, opium as... he is in like the books and stuff. He's always high out of his mind, but he's solving mysteries. So, and I also like the shows that came out, like the Benedict Cumberbatch Sherlock Holmes. Yeah, that was really, really good. I like that a lot. And I think both did the villain, the arch nemesis of Sherlock Holmes, Professor Moriarty, very, very well.
Yeah,
I love the character of Professor Moriarty. Just an evil genius. That's the best way to describe it.
I liked the Robert Downey Jr. ones. I never saw the Benedict Cumberbatch.
I think, unless I'm mistaken, I did not like the last season that I saw.
Of Ben and Lily Cabbage Patch?
Yeah, the Cabbage Patch. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
And it was like the first two seasons were good and I liked it. It was, it's kind of the same with like Luther. And like every season of Luther, the first two were very, very good.
Luther, what was that?
With Idris Elba.
What was that BBC show, the detective one with the police, where her husband turned out to be the murderer?
Oh, I don't.
David Tennant's in it.
I cannot. I know what movie. I think I know what movie you're talking about, but
it's a TV show. The second season was not as good. They tried to
Something Island.
I don't. I could find it.
Google it, dude.
I could find it.
David Tennant, videography.
David Tennant, my boy.
But yeah, I like the things that they give you in the first Sherlock Holmes movie where they really give like he's planning every move out ahead of time and he's like plotting it in his head before he goes, and then they give you the fast version of it. It's just really, really well done. Yeah. Choreography is very well done.
That chess match in the second one.
I love the villain, Lord Blackbird. Like he's a great villain. I love the actor. He also plays the bad guy in Shazam. That doesn't get a shout out. That does not get a shout out. And he's also the bad guy in Green Lantern. I'll give that a shout out, though. I'll tell you that.
That is a good movie.
That's my guilty pleasure. I don't care I don't care. Give me hate. Give me hate.
Okay.
What'd you find?
I'm still researching.
It would have been a while ago. And I also really like how they like, I don't know, they did the Dr. Watson and Sherlock Holmes relationship very, very well. Reluctant brothers, kind of. Reluctant brothers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you find it?
Nope. Still, he's got a lot of...
Because I'm down to my last.
He's done a lot. David Tennant's done a lot. Okay, so then, give me a second. Let the
audience marinate on our
suspense
things
build
right now. Let the audience marinate on the...
Do a recap.
Art.
What were your movies?
Recap? 1982, The Thing, but also I'll say I liked the 2011 one also.
The Thing was great.
Yeah?
The Thing was great.
I wanted to say one more thing about The Thing also, is that one of the best parts that I liked of it was that when they would do the guys that were, I don't know, the acting was just, in my opinion, very well done, because you really buy the fact that they're fearful and they're all tied to the bench, and the guy on the end is like turning, like it's pretty freaky. And again, for that not being something that was very common for those kind of effects, you're like, dude, what the heck? Like that was The Thing, 1982, Snowpiercer with Chris Evans.
Beautiful.
Yes, very good. If you're going to be boarding onto a train with the rest of human civilization, do not be in the rear end of the train.
Yes.
That's all I'll say.
Do what you can to sign up for the front.
Yeah. Get yourself a sugar daddy. Be a kept man if you need to. Find a nice old lady. Get yourself some good food and some clean water. Not bug bars. And then The Man in the Iron Mask, because the Three Musketeers are the best. Got D'Artagnan. You got Athos, Porthos. I had the other one. What was the other one?
Mythos.
That's not it. I probably even messed it up the first time. That's what happens sometimes, dude.
Was it Grace Point? No. Broadchurch.
Broadchurch, that is.
Broadchurch. Alec Hardy.
Alec Hardy.
Yeah. Olivia Colman. Jodie Whittaker.
Oh yeah, Athos, Porthos, and Aramis.
Oh, that was before Jodie was the Doctor as well.
Mm-hmm. The thing I liked about the story of the Three Musketeers is D'Artagnan doesn't join up with the Three Musketeers because he tries to get into that group of mercenaries, but they don't let him in, and then he ends up like stumbling into them and offending one of them, and so he agrees to fight every single one of them, and then upon the first fight that they're about to have happen, a battle breaks out with because in France during that time there was some rebellions going on and some revolutions going on, and so one of the armies, they end up having to go to battle with them, and they all become good friends and go on many adventures together.
Oh,
and so Sherlock Holmes, love it. I read all the Sherlock Holmes books when I was a little kid.
Yeah,
I love that story.
I'm surprised you haven't played any of the games.
I didn't realize. Well, I didn't realize. One, I didn't realize there were games, but two, I was always so into the stories. I love the detective thing. Each one's like Batman. I love that good.
I like
LA
a good mystery as well.
Style.
Yeah,
that's a very good thing. I love that. So, and then we're gonna take a nice. This is in a totally different direction, but also creepy.
Okay.
I like a good scary movie still. Like one that's, again, I need it to look and feel like I want to feel the dread a little bit.
Okay.
And something that I love about it is, again, you feel like you're just trapped in this little bit. Like you don't feel like you can go very far. 30 Days of Night.
30 Days of Night.
Do you know that movie? The vampire movie where they where they go into Alaska and they attack the village when the sun goes down, and because it doesn't come back up for a month, so vampires go through Alaska and attack towns.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Holy crap.
I've seen the Tarantino one.
Dude, 30 Days. That's From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah.
No,
I saw that one.
30 Days of Night is such a good movie.
Really?
Yeah. Josh Hartnett's in it.
Okay.
I don't know if you know, he's Ben Affleck's brother or friend in Pearl Harbor. He's all.
Why is that not on your list?
Well, because I can't. Because I just can't. And then he's done other. He was in an episode of Black Mirror, and it was with Aaron Paul. He was very, very good in that. He's done a few other things. He was in Oppenheimer. He's the guy who keeps trying to tell Oppenheimer to keep the communist stuff outside of the classroom.
Oh,
That's him.
okay.
So he's in it, and he's like the main antagonist. It's so good. Because we're gonna watch it. I don't want to spoil anything.
Okay.
Because we have to. And then Ben
apparently we have to
Foster.
now.
Ben Foster's like the stranger that kind of stumbles into town to let everybody know, hey,
Some
some
stuff.
vampires are going to be coming here. Like, well, he doesn't say that, but he's like, there's things coming here that are going to just wipe all of you out.
Interesting.
And yeah, they do such a good job with how those vampires.
Do any of
look.
them survive?
The people?
Yeah.
Yes, not
Okay.
many, but yes. And it's really good. I highly recommend anybody to see it.
And
Josh Foster, he's
that's
the
a number
guy
one for you.
The guy who does that. He's also he was the bad guy in like you probably did you remember Hostage, that Bruce Willis movie where these he's like the crazy psycho kid.
Oh, okay.
He's also in Lone Survivor. Here, I'll show you.
Pull up a picture.
I'm going to. Ben Foster. This guy.
Okay.
Do you recognize him?
Not at all.
How do you not recognize him, dude? How do
Not
you
at
not
all.
recognize him?
I don't know.
He's in Hell and High Water.
Hell and High Water. Okay.
Yeah, he's the brother, the
Alright.
crazy psycho dude. You still don't know?
Looks like he plays that role well.
You still don't know? He's in The Mechanic. I don't know if you ever saw that.
Nah.
Well, dude.
Do you ever see The Accountant?
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah. Apparently it's
Man.
getting a sequel.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Jason Statham is going to try and ride the coattails of that and do a movie called The Beekeeper.
That's true. That's true. Hey, you know what, Jason Statham? Try to get paid, dude. Try to get paid.
Dude,
But
just
yeah.
because you have a regular jobs title doesn't make it automatically like, oh, he might be a secret assassin.
Yeah. Oh, The Beekeeper. They're trying to do the whole Equalizer thing,
Yeah.
but nobody's going to be able to beat Denzel at that.
No.
So, but yeah, 30 Days of Night, great vampire movie, and the environment's fantastic. It's in Alaska. It's dark. It's snowy.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
they do a good job of building the dread. They start where this dude gets his dogs from his property. He finds them dead, and then the vampires, they like surround him and take him, and that's when it just kind of goes. Like it doesn't take long for it to start up and get all exciting. So
Okay.
yeah, it's very well done. Practical effects. It's not CGI fest. It's practical effects.
Beautiful.
And the dread. That's really it. And again, it goes along the lines of The Thing, of Alien. They're stuck in this one spot. They can't just go out in the middle of the Arctic tundra. Like they have to. We have to be in this town that's also got vampires hunting every single one of us. And they are creepy looking vampires. They do such a good job. Oh, the dude who plays one of them just recently died, I think. He played, unless I'm mistaken and he's alive, the guy who plays Stryker in the newer Wolverine and X-Men movies. Do you know who I'm talking about? 30 Days of Night.
He died?
30 Days of Night is a...
I think I do know who you're talking
2007
about. He passed
film.
away?
I think Danny Houston. I think he's dead. Hold on, I have to scroll down. I think he's dead.
In the newer X-Men movies, why wouldn't you just say Origins of Wolverine?
Whatever, dude.
Because he's only in that one.
Oh, no, he's still alive.
Okay. All right.
He's 61. I thought he died.
No, dude. No, dude.
Somebody.
Here's
died
to many
recently.
more. Here's to many more.
So yeah, 30 Days a Night. Go see
Interesting.
that. Go see that. Highly recommend. So yeah, those are my top fives.
Dude,
Yeah.
what a good list. What a good list.
I thought so. Again, I love all those movies.
30 Days a Night, I'm excited to see if that really holds up to it.
Oh my god, it's so good. I would watch it again
Really?
anytime.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Again, because it's practical effects and
I do like practical effects.
Nothing crazy. They're not like blowing, like making things crawl out of people's
Yeah,
bodies
yeah.
or anything like that. It's easy to do, so it holds the test of time because it doesn't have like, it's not crappy CGI to this point. Like it's just good. Yeah, it's good. I like it. Even
Okay.
this. Oh, I can't. I'm not going to spoil
No,
it. But there's
definitely don't.
Yeah, there's some really good sequences in there. But yeah, I think that it's hard to narrow down 5 films.
It really is.
It is like
it
you've
really
got
is.
trying to figure out which ones I like the most and which one I've seen the most. I mean, I 31 years old. I've seen a lot of movies up to this point. So
Yeah.
it's like it. But yeah, I think these movies really helped influence a lot of my imagination when I was younger. So at least in some manner. I still am not completely convinced those vampires don't come and attack small towns in Alaska during that time. So
Nobody knows.
Nobody
Alaska's
knows.
so separated.
yeah, nobody knows, dude.
Nobody knows.
Vampires running amok out there in Alaska. So yeah, I think this was a good episode. I liked it, dude. I feel like
Yeah. I had a good time talking about your movies.
Yeah, dude. This was fun. Fun.
I wonder what next episode's going to be about.
Well, future movie plans that we have is we're going to go see the Iron Claw.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm excited to go see the Iron Claw, and we'll most likely be talking about that. And we're going to go and see The Boy and the Heroine. So
The Boy and the Heron.
Oh, The Boy and the Heron.
The Boy and the Heron.
My bad. Sorry.
Ha ha ha.
I thought I had it, guys. My bad. But yeah, Von Erich brothers from the Iron Claw. That's what the movie follows. So I'm excited to see that.
Me too.
Especially since I've been listening to some podcasts where wrestlers that came from that van, like pro wrestlers. This all started from those guys. So.
And now that we live in Texas, it's like this is the roots.
This is the roots. This is the roots. We gotta get.
This is how we get our Texas spirit.
This is how we get our Texas spirit. God bless.
Going
Texas.
to the state fair, seeing Big Tex, and watching the Von Erich brothers,
watching pigs race. Seeing turkey legs dry as the dickens.
Dude, they didn't use any seasening.
No,
that was painful to look at.
It's okay. It's okay. You know what? They're not there for that. I mean, they're there to eat, but
imagine how many they're just shoveling out each day.
So many. It's insane. So many.
Imagine
they probably throw some. I'd like to think they donate them. Maybe I have no idea.
Maybe,
I couldn't tell you.
Maybe to pigs.
I couldn't. Yeah, maybe they have a lot of animals and livestock there, so maybe they just feed some pig to pigs.
I wonder how many shops they got selling those turkey legs.
How many what?
How many shops they got selling the turkey legs?
Oh, so many. It's kind of insane how many you see when you're at the state fair.
Yeah.
But
it's a big fair.
It is a big fair. The Texas State Fair, man. But if you've never been, go see it. It's pretty rad. So yeah, that's all the movies that we got.
Yeah, one more person. You'll never notice.
That's true.
There's so many people.
That's true. And it's kind of nuts that it got shot up last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
He couldn't wait for his food.
Couldn't wait for his food, dude. Came in there, guns a-blazing. So, but it's wild.
But I don't know if it wasn't guns a-blazing. It was a disagreement. No. It's a quick someone got injured, and then another person got actually shot. He didn't die, but...
So it was just a dude who was just in the heat of an argument. He didn't go in there trying to cause some damage?
Correct.
Okay, gotcha. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Wild.
Wild
West.
US of A, dude.
US of A. Dude.
Okay.
All right, everybody.
Well, thank you, everybody, for listening to the S Bros podcast. This is something new that we're trying out, seeing how entertaining we are and how much of a thing we can create, just the two of us. We've always wanted to do something together, and yeah, I think we got a good thing going. You're going to be starting some cooking channels soon. Mm-hmm. You're going to be doing some audiobooks. You're going to be doing some ASMR breathing videos. I don't know.
Can you hear me breathing on this?
No.
Okay, good. Well,
but can you imagine if I could?
Breathing, I'd be kind of bummed out. And if I do ASMR breathing videos, you drink water in such an annoying way. It's literally it's like a camel going and sucking up water from the ground. It's insane, dude. Yeah, that's the quietest I've ever heard you drink water. You're such a piece of crap.
That's how I drink it all the time.
Yeah,
that's how I drink it all the time.